What if I told you that every time you swipe your debit or credit card, you're not just making a payment, you're feeding a trillion-dollar machine that thrives on surveillance, manipulation, and hidden charges? Whether you're tapping your card in Lagos, using Apple Pay in New York, or swiping at a Tesco self-checkout in London, one thing is true: you're being watched, profiled, and charged extra. And the real kicker? It's all perfectly legal. You see, it feels like there are two financial systems, one for the institutions that issue your cards, and another for the rest of us who use them. The system they operate in is one of profit, control, and fine print. The one we live in, it's filled with invisible fees, constant data collection, and loopholes that let others profit off our everyday spending. Today, I'm going to reveal why your card isn't as secure as you think, how your financial behavior is being sold to advertisers and brokers, the hidden costs you pay for convenience, and what the ultra-wealthy use instead. Welcome to Remy Birich, where we expose the silent money traps and teach you how to build real financial freedom. 1. The safety illusion. It's secure until it's not. Debit and credit cards have been marketed to the world as the safest way to pay. Tap to pay, swipe, insert chip, smooth and sleek. But let's break down how the security illusion is costing you. Let's start with debit cards. These are directly linked to your actual cash. If your card is cloned at a dodgy POS machine in Lagos, or skimmed at a petrol station in Manchester, your real money vanishes. And while some banks offer fraud protection, the time it takes to investigate and reverse those charges could leave you stuck for weeks. Credit cards seem safer. But here's the game. They're protected not because of your safety, but because it's the bank's money at stake. You'll have to file disputes, wait on investigations, and sometimes even submit police reports. And while you wait, guess who's charging you interest? And if you think mobile wallets like Apple Pay or Google Pay solve this, think again. You're just adding another data layer into a system already hungry for your info. 2. The hidden cost of convenience. Ever noticed how you spend more when using a card versus cash? That's not accidental. It's psychological. Studies show people spend 12 to 18% more when they use cards. Why? Because there's no physical pain of parting with money. The system is designed that way. But beyond overspending, let's talk about real fees. Firstly, merchant fees. Stores pay 2 to 3% per transaction, and they pass this to you via higher prices. Secondly, foreign transaction fees. Traveling abroad? You'll pay 1 to 3% on top of currency exchange. Next is annual fees. Premium cards charge for access to points that expire or require more spending to benefit from. And then there is late fees and interest. Miss a credit card payment by a day, and you're slammed with a late fee and a possible penalty APR. And then there are maintenance fees. In Africa, some banks charge you for the privilege of keeping your account open. In the US, inactivity fees hit users who don't swipe enough. 3. Your data is the real goldmine. Every time you swipe, you reveal something: where you are, what you value, what brands you like, even what phase of life you're in. Payment data is a marketer's dream. Card issuers, banks, and even third-party data brokers collect and sell transaction histories, spending habits, purchase frequency, location patterns. This information is bundled and sold to advertisers, insurers, lenders, and even hedge funds. Ever wonder why you saw a Facebook ad for something minutes after buying it? That's the algorithm feeding off your financial footprint. But in the US and UK, this kind of data mining is legal. In Nigeria and other emerging markets, it's often unregulated entirely. 4. Fraud isn't just a risk, it's a business model. Payment fraud is not random, it's organized crime. Here are the common traps. 1. Skimming. Fake card readers that capture your card info. 2. Phishing. Fake bank texts asking you to verify transactions. 3. SIM swaps. Criminals take control of your phone number to intercept OTPs. 4. POS fraud. Shady POS agents intentionally double charge or copy your details. And the biggest risk? APIs in financial apps. Open banking makes things easier, but it also exposes you to massive vulnerabilities if the app doesn't encrypt properly. In 2024, a major fintech breach in Europe exposed over 45 million card details, many of which ended up on the dark web. 5. How the wealthy avoid all this. Wealthy people don't rely on debit cards. Many don't even use credit cards the way we do. Here's what they do instead. Firstly, they use charge cards with no preset limit, paid off monthly. Secondly, they use private banks with enhanced security and concierge fraud alerts. Thirdly, the wealthy rely on trust structures to protect against identity exposure. And finally, they use crypto wallets, prepaid virtual cards, and offshore solutions. They also have financial advisors reviewing transactions in real time. Meanwhile, the average person waits days for a bank to reply to an email. 6. What you can do now. You don't need millions to protect yourself. Start here. 1. Use virtual cards for online payments. Services like Barter, Kuda, and Revolut let you create disposable cards. 2. Set alerts for every transaction. Enable push, SMS, and email alerts. 3. Freeze cards when not in use. Most modern apps let you toggle card activity. 4. Don't use debit cards at high-risk locations. ATMs in isolated areas, unknown POS terminals. 5. Use credit cards responsibly. Only if you can pay off the full balance monthly. 6. Limit subscription traps. Audit them monthly and cancel unused services. 7. Opt for biometric logins. Never rely on SMS-only OTPs. Power break. Join the revolution. We're living in a world where convenience is king. But at what cost? At Remy Birich, we're committed to helping you decode the traps and reclaim your power. If this video opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We release weekly videos that break down how modern money systems really work, from banking and real estate to crypto, entrepreneurship to personal finance, wealth building, and smart money strategies so that anyone from students to professionals can grow, manage, and multiply money. Whether it's debt management, budgeting, investing, side hustles, or building multiple income streams, we give you the necessary tools in such a simplified and fun style to master money and take control of your financial future. What you need to remember: your card is not a wallet, it's a contract. And buried in the fine print are costs, risks, and compromises that most people never read. The next time you reach into your pocket to tap, swipe, or insert, remember, that one moment triggers a whole chain of events: fees, data sales, potential fraud, and psychological nudges that encourage you to spend more. You deserve better. Now you know. So, take action. This is Remy Birich. We're not just learning about money, we're mastering it. They promise luxury, perks, and status. But who truly benefits from premium credit cards and who should skip them? It's the million-dollar debate nobody can ignore. Answering the question, watch next. Are premium credit cards worth it for 99% of people? Stay woke.